that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
Hurts throw taken in by Pascal. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then it curls back inside for the completion.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mills. Forced out to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
D.D. Westbrook to return from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Just a 3rd and 1 situation. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense not budging back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
They certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Dancing to his left. Seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mills now. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Darren Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mills.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Normally, we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Westbrook now on the return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 78 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're and Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now
his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Panther 50, Panther 50. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go check. Hey, check that, street.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you went to the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every time.
Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Steps away.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Mills to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
36 yards.
And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up a throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Check pass, check pass. Ryan.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we get you into Orlando, we're starting by is Jonathan Coachman. He has on the A Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Mills. He's got Jordan complete right side.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Houston.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They did a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away?
On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 45. They give him one again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
play fake. Mills.
And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off the play fake, Mills.
And his throw here's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 44. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here's Mills.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown! John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hey, check out, street.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
And my goodness, another interception. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. I'll be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him with 6 interceptions. That's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside.
You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
to throw on first down.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
And he certainly played a pivotal role in those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to...
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Tariq Carpenter.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
It's still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting an interception here. And look, we're still in the 4th quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Throwing, Mills.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Play action now. Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10.
It's caught left side by Cooks.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, it's Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. 6 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
On the return, Westbrook from his end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hurts. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a deep control balance when you're in zone coverage. You're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play of the tag in front of you. Or you keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a game of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On the set. 50 Bobcat. Warriors 17. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles use the short field to get in for 6.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown.
Nico Collins.
88 yards.
And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll buy some and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't left one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready, set, Buffalo 18. 18-11. Read the look, read the look. Hey, check that, street.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go through with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.